Hello, everyone. Welcome to the month of March. Well, this I'm going to continue on our topic of strategic positioning. We're supposed to have finished it in the month of February, but because of my busy schedule, I've only done 3 days. So remaining 2 days, right? So today, then tomorrow, round up tomorrow. Even though we're in the month of March, but it's still a continuation of what we have been discussing in the month of February, strategic positioning. And you must know that, like I've always said, for you to be strategically positioned for your business to keep having profits, for your business to keep having revenues from time to time, you must be deliberate and intentional about your positioning, right? You must be what? Deliberate and intentional. The reason is because it's not something you just wake up one day and say you want to be deliberate. You want to be strategically positioned to start making revenues or start getting high profile clients. It's not something that will just happen out of the blues. It's something that has to be planned, right? It's something that has to be, thought through. You think it through, you know, you just say it to yourself, okay, what are the kind of things I should do that will make me better positioned to attract the right set of clients and for those clients to pay me and pay consistently? What are the things I need to do to set aside those things that can affect my being profitable? I mean, there'll be some distractions if you really want to make it in the course of your business. So positioning yourself is not something that you just start like that. It has to be something consciously done and properly planned, right? Then another thing is that as a business owner, you have to build solid and sound relationships. You have to build solid and sound relationships. What I mean again by that is that you know you always deal with people, right? People are the ones that will patronize you. People are the ones that would buy your products or get your services, whichever, whether it's physical products you are selling or you are selling abstract services. Like what we do as lawyers, we sell you know abstract things. It's not illegal advice, is not something you see, but something that can be impacted, that can be felt, because when we render our services, we are giving professional advice or rendering professional services to clients to solve whatever issues they have. So, but if you are somebody that is selling something physical, you have to show your due diligence, right? You have to build that relationship with that person, so that sometimes those clients can even become more like family. You understand? And and I'm just using family in a sense that it might be people that you'll be so close with. Whenever they have events, whenever they are doing things, you are invited. Then it might also become family because there are people that are cook, like family to cook, in the sense that they cannot do without it. So it's an item you can't do without. You're more like family to that item. Some people that are some brand of bread that they cannot do without. There are some people that are kind of cream or perfume or hair cream or maybe lotion or shoe or shirts. There are some brands that some people cannot do without. So they are kind of connected to that brand, and because of what those founders or the makers of those products have done, they position themselves such that those people will not do without it. They will keep patronizing them from time to time. So you cannot build a successful business if you are not a person of your words. You are not somebody that does what he or she promises to do. We have so many examples of artisans, especially in this Lagos. There are so many people, right? Uh, Artisans, especially in Lagos, that their word is not their bond. Most of them, the mechanics and the tailors, especially. I've had a personal experience with a tailor who I gave a job to almost 2 years ago. Till tomorrow, my money, the clothes, I can't find them. I have to choose another tailor who is performing excellently well. And you see some mechanics that you give them their cars, you tell you to come the following week. 1 week will turn to 3 to months to maybe 1 year or more. So they don't, if those kind of people, if those kind of business owners, they will not appeal to you anymore, and uh you cannot recommend them to anybody. Yes, you cannot recommend them to anybody, because they have failed in their duty to do what they are supposed to do as business owners. They are not properly positioned to become profitable the way they should. You understand? And another thing again is that for business owners, you have to show some form of empathy from time to time, right? After all, we're all humans. We all go through stuffs. There's nobody that doesn't go through one thing or the other. We're all, going through the same situation or circumstances, especially here is all over the world. Everybody is feeling something, right? Everybody is feeling something. Everybody is going through one thing or the other. So it's not something that uh, you are experiencing all by yourself. Everybody is going through one thing or the other. So sometimes you have to show some bit of empathy, concern, a call or a text message to your client, maybe on his or her birthday or their anniversary, or they are celebrating something. Be there. Show some care. Call. I have a policy that every one on my Facebook as a friend, right? Everybody that's having birthdays, every single day, I send a message to them. But if it's somebody I'm close with, I might now send it to the person personally, maybe through WhatsApp or normal text message, or I can even call. But the point is that just show some concern, because that word of encouragement, that call or that message from you to that client can make a whole lot of difference. You understand? Can make a whole lot of difference. Another thing is that you have to be kind-hearted. When I mean kind-hearted, doesn't mean that you should be loose or you should be lackadaisical. No, you have to be firm, FIRM, firm in your dealings with your clients, so that they will not take you for granted. But at the same time, you have to show some kindness, in your dealings with them. Don't be too what was that word I'm trying to use? Not greedy, maybe greedy, I can use greedy. Don't overburden your clients. Don't overburden them in the sense that don't promise what you have not, we are not going to do, and don't cut corners. Don't do anything that would paint you as a bad person. Show some level of kindness. We all need it. Everyone needs some level of kindness here and there. So, and in my own personal experience, right? In my own personal experience as a lawyer of almost 20 years, you know, I've dealt with so many people in the hundreds and thousands, and I've realized that, showing kindness, showing empathy, has really helped my business in numerous ways, right? And I know the kind of, for example, my colleagues, senior colleagues, junior colleagues, and even my mates, when we finished law school together, we have some of them that have patronized me. That one last month in February, there is a colleague of mine that recommended me to another colleague who needed my assistance in a particular for a job or a brief, the way we call it lawyers, we call it briefs, So after giving me that brief from that my colleague, the case is still ongoing. I'm still doing it and it's going on well. He himself gave me 2 new briefs, cases to file in court, So if I had not had relationship with that person, if I had not positioned myself well, I will never, I will never have the privilege of being the one to handle those cases. And so many cases, like there's a particular senior colleague who I helped to monitor his cases here in Lagos. He's based outside Lagos. So, and if I've not shown responsibility, he would not trust me to handle his cases well. So the point is that as a business owner, you have to put yourself out there that people can know and trust that this person will do my job well. It's not a matter of sentiments or anything. It's just do your due diligence, making sure that you do your job as expected. You do your job as expected, and of course, you know that when you do your job as expected, people will keep coming back to you. They will keep patronizing you. So that will be all for today. So tomorrow we are going to conclude on it, on this strategic position. And remember, like I said, even though we are in the month of March, it's a continuation of what we have been discussing in the month of February. The topic for the month of March will come much later in the month, maybe the middle of March, sometimes this month. Definitely we'll treat another topic, but this is a continuation of what we have discussed in the month of February. So thank you very much. Have a lovely day ahead. See you tomorrow.